Okay, what's good, sir? Welcome in. I appreciate you for joining. Hopefully having a great day. Okay, making sure we're all good. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, so I think Yeet is playing with Storm at the moment, so I think we're going to be doing just finishing up or working or doing more on my my driver career, my solo driver career. What's good, Galaxy? Thank you for joining on TikTok. I appreciate you, sir. But yeah, like I said, we are going to be doing this, and then we're going to be doing a little bit F1. But like I said, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing a little bit of F1 for about an hour and a half, and then we're going to switch over and rotate, and then we're going to pivot, switch over, and we're going to do a little bit of GeoGuessr for the day. What do we do with GeoGuessr again today? And like an hour and a half. It really just depends on how F1 goes. All right, we're going to go session, go over. We are going straight into the qualifying, the one-shot qualifying, and then we're going to go straight into the race, which will be pretty good as well. I'm going to be very careful with actually switching from going from the practices to the qualifiers, because I have had this in the past with this specific wheel where I press down, but it actually thinks that I'm pressing to the right and then I'm pressing down. So it goes to the race and it skips over the qualifying completely. And when it does that, I can't qualify in my normal spot. So it's going to put me in basically dead last. Which isn't very good. It's one of those things where it's like really bad if you start in dead last, because I have the AI turned up to the point where it's like I actually got to fight people left and right, and it's not a guaranteed win for me. It's only a guaranteed win if I get a good jump off the line and I'm able to kind of defend my position. But we are going to do our best. Hopefully we can lock in here, and let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here. We're currently in 16th, 18th. We're in dead last going into pretty much what is the first turn, but we hit the first turn perfectly. Not really, but we hit it very well, and we are currently in second. We're right behind Leclerc. We are gonna be hopefully getting through this turn very well. There we go, and we're back in first place. Hopefully we can maintain this and we don't lose out on any more position. I will say that I don't think my car is the fastest on the grid, but I think we might be the best driver on the grid. So looks like we're still in first, going through the next few turns. This is one of the turns where it really matters, and I feel like I hit that very well. I think that was as good as I can hit that. All right, we're gonna keep on going. Looks like we got a great jump out of the gate on that. Brake a little bit, but we should be able to just kind of coast through that. There we go. Nice easy turns through the next section. Brake a little bit and gas through. There we go. We're gonna use up the rest of this battery going down one of the final straightaways. We're gonna save it just a little bit. Hopefully we have enough to go through this last and final turn. There we go. We're gonna use up the rest of the battery. Hopefully we cannot, hopefully they don't catch up. I think we're safe to the point where we got pole position. Let's go.
Yes,
I think we got pole position, and if that's the case, holy cow, then we're gonna do, yep, we got first. Let's go. All right, Grand Prix starting in pole position in Bahrain. I don't believe we are going to be doing terrible. I think we're going to get a great spot. That being said, look at that. We have done it. We've gotten pole position going into Bahrain. Where are we at in the driver standings? I don't know if I'll be able to see it just yet, or if I got to go back to the headquarters. If I got to go back to the headquarters to see the standings, I don't believe I have to. I think I can look at it from here, and we should be good. We should be looking fairly decent here. Go to the workstation. Let's go over. We are okay. So standings wise, we're in 6th. Okay, we did really bad. I think we messed up one of the races. We're in 3rd in the constructors standings, but okay, yeah, Ferrari is going crazy. Where are we at in the season? We're just starting. This is only the 4th race. I have gotten 10th, 2nd, and 17th. So we are kind of getting cooked. Not off to a great start in the season, but this 4th race, I think we're going to be in a good spot, because like I said, we are literally starting on pole position. And that being said, as long as we don't make any mistakes, we should be able to maintain that position and not have any overtakes. If someone does overtake me, I think it'd probably be Leclerc. Yeah, I think he's right behind me, or Hamilton. I think it's either Leclerc or Hamilton. One of those two Ferraris. Ferrari is doing very good this season. They are currently in first with 106 points in the championship. But I think by the end of the season, we as McLaren will come back. Me and Lando are going to pop off in the middle of the stuff, and we're just gonna dominate. I got a feeling. But it all starts. We gotta lock in, get some good races under our belt, and so we can maybe get a little bit of leeway in case we mess up a race here and there. All right, let's go. Lock in, maintain our optimal RPMs. There we go. Okay, bad jump off the line. I'm not going to lie. Very bad jump off the line. We're going to line myself up with him. Bump off. There we go. I don't care about a warning. Oh, no, it's Piastri. Piastri's on Ferrari. I forgot. Okay. So it's Piastri and Leclerc on there. Okay, so yeah, look at that. Me and Norris first and second, 1 and 2. Oh my God, this is perfect. Oh my God, Norris, you better not lose your position to Piastri. You better not. Okay, so it's literally 2 McLarens, 2 Ferraris, and then Verstappen and Red Bull. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is going to be crazy. Whoa, okay. We just about lost control there, but we are good. No issues. And we're going to maintain that. We're going to use up our battery a little bit because we have a lot of it. Go kind of deep into the turn. There we go. I feel like that was as best as we could do there. Considering everyone else's. Yeah, we just had a very good turn into that one. There we go. Almost about a 2-second lead on Lando. And hopefully we can extend that. I want to be able to get to maybe like a 5. No, I can't get 5 seconds. I want to at least stay 2 seconds ahead of him. If I can, that would be great. We're going to do our best. Hopefully we can. And hopefully we don't risk him losing. Hopefully he can stay in front of Mr. Piastri as well. That would be very cool. Going into the final little straightaway, we're about 2.1 seconds ahead of Lando and about 3 seconds in front of Piastri. So that's very good. I like the look of that. I'm not too upset with that at all. That's very good for me. We're still about 2 seconds ahead of Lando. He is catching up. He's gaining ground. And that's not a problem with me as long as my team does not tell him, hey, you need to let him pass. If they try to tell me to let him pass, I don't care. He's not passing me. He's got to actually like outmaneuver me and outskill me to pass me. I'm not letting someone through. There we go. That turn is very, very good if I can hit it. If I hit that turn perfectly, that is one that makes a big difference. We're going to see where our...
First position, front of the pack.
Let's see who's next.
And that's Lando behind.
Lando behind.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the
end. Of course. We only got 5
remaining.
laps. Oh my gosh. I cannot let go of my wheel. I forgot I have this stuff turned on, so it literally like shakes
that was the fastest lap
if I let it go. Fastest lap? Lando stole my fastest lap? Oh, you're getting cooked, Lando. You are absolutely getting cooked, buddy. All right, what happened? Why am I like so bad? Dang it, I was trying to slam on the brakes.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
Start the race. Starting from 11th on the grid. Can we get top 10? There we go. Great jump off the line. We're going to use up a little bit of battery off the start. We're going to hopefully cut in. Okay, we crashed a little bit. We bumped. But low key, no damage. 2 second time penalty. That's fine. What's 2 seconds whenever you're going to win the race by 5? Because we didn't damage any of our car, and we still are going to do very well in this race. All right, catch up to Russell. Maybe even overtake Russell. Come on. Who's in first? Verstappen? Okay. Okay, fair. And we got locked on the stupid curb again, dude. I hate that. That's one thing I hate about this track. There's a lot of spots where you can get locked. Dude, I got to catch up to Russell. I'm like right there, too. If I can just catch up to him in the corners, we should be good. Okay, there we go. We're gonna cut in early. Holy cow. And we looks like we were able to overtake him. No, we're wheel and wheel. That's fine. I'm just gonna start squeezing in a little bit. We're gonna brake a little later than him, and boom, that's an easy overtake. All right, we're about 1.6 seconds behind Verstappen. Okay, we gotta lock in. We gotta catch Verstappen here. All right, so honestly, looking at it now, as long as I maintain this pace and I don't lose my position, I should be able to be 2 seconds ahead of everybody else, and I won't lose out on my position. I'll just move down one spot. If George Russell continuously is going to be like right behind me. There we go. There we go. Yeah, definitely don't do that overtake with other people. Oh, I know. 100%, because then they're going to cook me. Okay. All right. L. Russell for that, bro. George Russell. Okay, I kind of ran into that. I'm not going to lie. Oh, man. We're going to try to get as many penalties as possible. There we go. Nice, easy turns. I lost my 2 second gap, unfortunately. But, oh, actually, I didn't. Wait. Low key. I'm still up by 3 seconds. Let's go. And we're bouncing off the wall because we have no front right wing. You know what? That's fine. Who needs a front wing? Nah, you don't need it. Verstappen is 6 seconds in front of me.
6, 7. I'm such a fat fucking chud.
Oh my great golly. See,
I'm afraid we didn't quite meet our target.
I can't do that until when he's faster than me in the corners. W dive bomb. Is that legal? Perchance. Do we care? Absolutely not. Think it's a good idea for a new wheelbase. That probably made no sense, but I'm like trying to focus on like not crashing while I'm trying to explain this. So give me about 2 minutes, actually about a minute. Oh crap. Okay, we're live. We're live. We just cut a corner really bad. We just lost position to Hamilton, who's on Mercedes now. Oh my gosh, we're cooked. Yeah, hold on. This race has gone south really quick. All because I hit Mr. Tsunoda on that first lap. Okay, bro, you really got to run into me like that? L Hamilton. All right, so we're realistically gonna get like 10th. Realistically.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
We got 13th. Oh, yeah, we got cooked. GG's. Okay, so the wheel, like I was going back to what I was saying. So I have the FSR2 wheel. The wheel is the FSR2 Moza. I use everything Moza for driving sim stuff. The only thing that's not Moza is the stands, the chair, and then the monitors and all that stuff. But like I said, I use the Next Level Racing Formula GT cockpit. This is like the setup I have for this. I use the direct monitor mounts because I didn't really want to spend $300 for like standalone stands. And yeah, I got the direct mount ones, which is good and bad. I mean, it's good because it works, but it's kind of iffy because like if this thing shakes, both the monitors shake. But I also like tighten everything down to where I don't think it's going to go anywhere, so I don't have an issue with that or any problems with it. That being said, I use the Moza R5 wheelbase with the FSR2. I paired it with that. The wheels or the pedals, my bad, sorry about that. The pedals I have are the Moza CRP2, I believe is what they are. They are the load cell pedals that Moza has. They do have like the M booster pedal, which is like an extra $700 just for the brake, but I don't really think that that's worth it for me at the moment. And I like the load cells just the way they are right now. Like I said, my next upgrade is going to probably be a wheelbase in a year or two because I've only had this whole setup for less than a year. I bought my first, the R5 bundle in July of last year. And then by December, I upgraded to everything else, what you see now. But yeah, this is going to be the last race. And then we're going to switch over to the desktop setup and do some GeoGuessr for the last little bit of stream. What do you rate this track versus the other F1 tracks? I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I give Miami, I'd say a solid 7. But yeah, I don't know. My favorite track though in all of F1, or low key, I know a lot of people don't really like it, but I like Coda. There we go. But then like I love Monaco because like the scenery around Monaco is absolutely beautiful, but the actual track itself is so bad. I don't like it. You don't overtake anywhere. It's a very short, it's wow, everyone's pushing me out of the way. It's a very short track. And then there's like just not a good amount of spots where you can overtake. Yeah, you can overtake in a few spots, but it's just not, I guess, ideal. And we're gonna overtake you. Colapinto, move, bruh. Okay, here we go. This is where we're gonna, no, we're not making a move. Tsunoda, my move. Kind of maybe an illegal overtake, and maybe should have gotten a penalty for bumping him, but that's fine. Your thoughts on the 2026 regs? They suck. I hate them. And I didn't activate overtake. Jeez. Yeah, no, I hate the new regulations and terrible turn. GG's. I really hate them. I don't like that they're moving towards like energy efficiency. That's what Formula E is for. We don't care about that in Formula One. Formula One, we care about going fast. And the fact like that cars are, I want to say, I think I saw a clip of like, they're like 3 seconds slower on average, or roughly about 3 seconds slower from last year to this year. It's like, dude, that's just not as entertaining. And then I will say, I was talking about this earlier with Marawan, is that we both kind of agreed that Mercedes, while they have a crazy cool advantage now and they're doing very well, I want other teams to figure out what they're doing. And if it's illegal, I want it to be solved sooner rather than later. Because one thing I will say is I don't like it. I like if it's like a close season. If it's like one team just absolutely blowing every other team out of the water, and it's like they're winning by a land, what is the word? Like a mile. They're winning by a mile. It's just not that entertaining to watch. Whereas last year, whenever everything was like came down to the final race, who was gonna win the championship, that's entertaining. That's great. I love watching that. But seeing if one team just blow everybody else out of the water is not as entertaining. And that's why, I mean, while it's awesome that Mercedes is doing well, like good stuff, kudos to them. The other teams have either got to pick up on what they've done, or something's got to change, because right now it's not very entertaining. It's like, okay, Mercedes, Kimi and Russell take podium. They got first place again. They're winning by seconds at this point. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, while I agree that it's awesome for them, like congrats to both of you guys, both definitely deserve it. It just sucks for everybody else, because it's like, all right, bro, we get it. You guys have really good cars. What's your favorite race of all time? Mine has to be 21 Abu Dhabi. That's the problem, where I can't really say a solid answer on that, because I only started watching F1 last year. Literally because of the F1 movie. My brother wanted to see it, so we both went to it. Holy squeeze through the spot. That's crazy. Threaded the needle on that. So he wanted to see it, and he was really into F1 for like a year before that. And so he brought me to it, because I was like, oh, you know what? I'll watch it. Who doesn't want to go to a movie? You know what I mean? And so I went to watch it, and as soon as literally, I think the day after we watched the movie in theaters, I bought F1 and I just cooked my wing. GG's. Actually, I think I did buy this. I'm pretty sure after the day after, I actually bought the Moza R5 bundle, and I started doing more F1 stuff. And yeah, by the end of the season last year, I had this whole setup. So literally, I'm like brand new to the entire F1 scene. Like literally, I'm brand new to it. So I can't be like, oh, it's like 2019. The 90 something Grand Prix. Like, I can't say all that, because I literally only started watching last year, and I cooked my front wing, so I'm just gonna get overtaken by Tsunoda. Dang, that sucks. Hopefully we'll be able to overtake him here pretty quick.
That's us down a place.
That's fine. Oops, didn't mean to bump. Can we squeeze on the inside? Yes, we can. We're just gonna dive bomb every single time, because if you're playing against AI, they are always slow in the corners. Make your moves in the corner. There we go, and we're still in 12th. I need to get, I need to pass 2 more people. I need to pass Colapinto and Aaron? Or something like that. I don't even know what bro's name is. No, I gotta pass Russell now. And they're like 2 seconds in front of me. I'm cooked. But yeah, I don't know. Last year, I would have to say Abu Dhabi last year, because it was like the most entertaining. It was literally whoever wins the race wins the whole thing. So GG's, we got 12th, 13th. We got 13th, didn't we? Starting from like dead last, getting 13th isn't bad. We still got driver of the day though, so I can't really complain there. But all right, we're gonna switch over to the desktop setup. Give me about 2 minutes. It usually takes about 2 minutes, give or take, to switch from my sim setup to the desktop setup. So that being said, go grab a drink, go get a snack, go to the bathroom, do whatever you must. But I'll be back in like 2 minutes to, yeah, at the desktop setup.